Hey guys, this is Julie from Crafty Beach on YouTube, and I'm going to do a fun winter Dollar Tree DIY. We're going to be using some of the different wood snowflakes from the Dollar Tree and make a really beautiful wall hanging. Now, I always like to do a little coastal take on mine, especially for coastal winter, so I'll be adding a few more touches of that as well, because the top of it I'm going to use is just a piece of driftwood that I found at the beach. But you could always use a log or something rustic, whatever you can find, a stick from your yard even. And then I want to kind of arrange different snowflakes. So they have these like signs that had different wood snowflakes hanging together. They also have the individual ornaments. The great thing about these, they already have like holes drilled in them for hanging. And I want them to be white like a regular snowflake, right? So I'm just painting all of them with some white acrylic paint. And I really like to use a makeup sponge for this. You don't use very much paint. It doesn't make much of a mess, and it really paints these thin wood items from the Dollar Tree really well. Up next, I just slightly distress the edges with a little bit of Antique Wax by Waverly to give them a little bit of character, so they're not all white. Now it's time to string them together. I'm just going to use some Dollar Tree twine, and I am going through them one by one to string them along. I want to kind of try to space them out. Now, some of these had hanger holes on the top, and some of them had holes on the top and the bottom. I'm going to see about how far down. I like that one about there. Since this one only had the ornament hole in the top, instead of drilling holes on there, I just attached mine with hot glue. It worked. And then I am going to go down here just to use a dot of hot glue on that one just to make sure that it stays in place. This one only was an ornament, so only on the top. And I kind of work my way down just like that. This is going to be my final snowflake on this strand of it. So I just tied a knot to keep that one in place. I'm going to go ahead and string my next one. Normally when I work with mobiles and stuff like this, I try to do like an odd number. This piece of driftwood was not very big though, and it's going kind of like on a skinny wall in my house, so I think I'm only going to have room for 2. But I'm just using my ruler so I can evenly space out my snowflakes so they'll be exactly where I want them, and just using hot glue to attach. I made sure that they were different, the side-by-side snowflakes, to make it look kind of random with the snowflakes falling down. I used a little sawtooth hanger that I had there in the back, one of the ones that you can just nail in. It makes it so easy. And now it's time to decorate the top of it. I want to mix like some tropical things like succulents together with pine cones. I thought that would be a really fun mixture to go with my kind of coastal winter vibe with this. So we have the driftwood, we have the succulents, to kind of represent the beach, and also Spanish moss. We have that a lot here hanging from our ancient oak trees. So I just take some of the Spanish moss from Dollar Tree and I use hot glue to attach that to the top. That kind of gives me a filler base to work with. And then it's time to start attaching things to the very top of this. I'm just hot gluing pine cone right here. And then I'm going to mix in succulents. And these Dollar Tree succulents together with the pine cones, I think they look really fun together. It's very interesting. Another pine cone right over here. And I was trying to decide if I should mix up maybe some colors on my succulents. I decided to go through my stash and see exactly which ones I have. I love crafting with the succulents from the Dollar Tree. I think they're so pretty. And no green thumb is required because they are not real. And then a few seashells too, because I thought that would be fun to go with my coastal winter vibe on this. Now, if you wanted yours just to be traditional winter, that would be really easy to do. You could just do pine cones and like a little winter greenery up here. But I like the mixture of coastal and winter. I think it's really fun. So I just kind of arranged my seashells all over. I attached them all with hot glue so they would kind of fill in the gaps in between the pine cones and the succulents. And I'm loving the way that looks. I did want to add a little winter vibe to it though. So I'm going to have a little faux snow just by using some white acrylic and a brush to slightly put snow on everything. So it looks like it has a little bit of a dusting of snow to go with the winter vibes. I'm also going to do that on the driftwood too. I like the way that that's looking. It just kind of changed the feel of it a little bit. And this is how it turned out. If you would like more winter or Valentine's Day Dollar Tree DIYs, be sure to check out my YouTube channel at Crafty Beach. I have so many over there. And until next time, happy crafting.